A couple of months ago, the young yellow Labidochromis, which had grown up in this aquarium, were relocated to another setup, along with several others, to begin establishing a new colony. Their removal only left a small group of flying foxes in this planted 75-gallon, and afforded me the opportunity to refresh this display for the first time in years. I finally made the commitment and investment to evolve from T8 fluorescent lighting to LEDs. As an old schooler, I resisted this adaptation, but I must confess, the positive reaction of the plants was almost immediate. The impressive underwater results of the change may only be outdone by the sheer pleasure of no longer needing those big, bulky, heat-producing fixtures dangling above the aquarium. A couple of additional fill-in plants were added around the aquascape, filling in barren gaps here and there. These included 3 spiral valves, a small crypt, and a second dwarf lily, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite low-light plants. Just prior to all these changes, I was offered a mated pair of Juliochromis transcriptus and a couple of juvenile Lamprologus lulupi. After seeing the fish, I decided to tailor the aquarium for them, and in particular, the Julies. They were a beautiful pair of cichlids. The lulupi were young and had good color, and their vibrant yellow was a great contrast to the overwhelming green of the aquascape. If extremely lucky, they would pair up. If not, they would have to be separated. Well, they did not pair up, and one was rehomed to another aquarium. The remaining lulupi has its own rock pile on the right side of the aquascape and timidly wanders around the lower part looking for food. Disappointed about having to separate the lulupi, the success of my original intention now hinged on the Julies. Many believe if the relationship of a bonded pair of Julies is disturbed, there is no guarantee the pair will reestablish. Since they were a proven breeding pair, sporting very good coloration and markings, I had my fingers crossed they would resume their bond. It turns out they did, and have already had multiple broods in their new home. To round out the roster of fish, 25 zebra danios were included as dithers. In my opinion, small danios are an often overlooked, purposeful addition to dwarf cichlid aquariums. Though not the most colorful of fish, their addition does bring a certain energetic dynamic to the placid environment.